I'm going to replace the 5-speed trans need to in order to get that to stick in here. I have the clutch pressure plate and flywheel, but not the clutch plate because it was worn down too much. So this is where I'm going to start on the top of the engine. Take the battery out first. So undo the hose clamp, take off the sensor connector. Mine's got a busted clip on it, so that's really nice. I think those always break. Take that off, and then there's this plastic hose up here with a squeegee do. That comes off somehow. Took apart the other one, all this rubber disintegrated, so hopefully mine's in better shape than that. I'm assuming there was supposed to be a screw here and there holding this in, but I didn't have to worry about taking those out. I think I'm going to take the battery tray out so I can get in here better. So right down here are two 13mm bolts. This car was down sitting in the bushes in Arizona for a while, so it's got some cactus up inside in the back, so I'll have to watch out for that. Oh, there's 4 bolts in here, but some rat poop too, or rodent poop. This wiring is to the front light that I put on here, but that made it overheat, so I had to take it off. So I'll be working on that, get that back in here. Looks like for the moment I gotta take off the positive and negative nuts so I can get that harness out of the way. So the positive battery cable goes straight to the starter. So I'll undo that cable and then this harness will be a little freer. That's a 13mm. Oh, well, look at that. The wire's broken off. That's why the starter doesn't work.
Huh, that's just crazy. I wonder how that happened.
I don't know, never seen it before. No, it's not. I lied. It's a 14 or 15. 14mm. So this connector comes apart like that. I don't know if I need to take it apart, but I think so. Oh, okay. So for this little zip tie down here, it's got a little thing that you pull up on there and that comes up, but I still don't know. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I have to take this pack off of here in order to get to the starter bolts. That's a really awkward. There's a wire on the end of the starter here that'll undo. That's probably the solenoid wire from the key. I guess I should take off the tires and start getting the underside done. So the starter comes off with two 13mm bolts and some dirt in my face. Oh, I need a longer extension. Oh, tricky. So there's like a 16 or, 19 or something underneath there. And then the other one is here somewhere. Probably can't be seen. I have no idea what size it is. I'll try the 13 first.
I can't.
Maybe I should pull this out of the way.
Can you see it from here?
I don't know. So we can pull this inner...
Wait, I don't know what you're saying.
I'm just saying this inner fender well out of the way using a T25 Torx on these bolts, screws, whatever you want to call them. Okay, I'm gonna try that and see if it allows me to get this out of the way. Oh, there's one right here. Tricky. There, I ended up taking out 6 of those to be able to get this to pull out of the way. This is probably the most important piece of the car. Must do something. Okay, now maybe you can see right inside there and see the the bolt right up in there. I gotta take that out. It looks like it might be a 13 millimeter. I can't see it at all from down here. Oh, there it is. Okay, with that out of the way, the starter is still solid, so that means it's got another one of those fancy nut and bolts combination right there. Can you see that? So I just pulled this little plastic wire keeper out of the way, and right here is the bigger nut.
Should I film from down here or up there?
Yeah, you're fine. If you can see it.
I don't know what I can see.
I guess you could film it from up here. You can see it pretty good.
No, I can see it. Your hands would be in the way up there.
Bolts must go all the way back to Germany.
Is this car a German car?
Yeah,
Okay.
an Audi, so it's made by Volkswagen, Porsche, and Audi. There, I'll put this back on here so I don't forget which one goes on there. It's the wrong starter.
Boy, they're just really good at giving you wrong parts for this car. They just wanted us to take even more time to fix this car. Good job.
Thanks.
So what's wrong about it?
That hole, whenever that bolts in, this hole is like that far off.
And maybe the splines don't line up.
I counted those.
You learn from experience.
Okay, I got a new starter. I'll try and put the part number in the description, but that's the part number from O'Reilly for this transmission. It's got a longer gear here, so this distance from here to the end of the gear matched the original, and the hole spacing worked, and this distance from here to here was similar. The motor itself is a little shorter, but I don't think that really matters. This part was the same, except it doesn't have a broken off stud there. So I'm gonna put this one in and give it the best shot I can. So this goes back down in here like that, and then we take one of these long bolts and stick it in the top here. Oh, if it stays in place, come on. And then we'll use the 16 millimeter or 18 millimeter with the extension on it, so we can put this in here like this and twist and shout on it. Okay, now with that one in most of the way, I will take the other bolt down. There you can see the lower bolt right the hole right there. So this goes. Oh man. In there. And I'll give it a little tighten. Wait, you know what? It's twisted wrong. What? Oh no, I just gotta go in a long ways. And it's tight, so I just gotta do this. Okay, that's in. Now we'll grab the 13mm socket. Here it is. So this little goes on there. I don't know if you can see that, but I'll pretend you did. So the nut goes on that bolt there. Stud, bolt, whatever you want to call it. Okay, now we'll go back to the top. Right in there. We gotta tighten the bolt. Okay, once that's tight, then we can take that one, this wire here, but this goes on here. So there's just one wire in it, so it just goes on however it works, like that. Make sure it clicks into place. Okay. Now let's see if I can remember. So this goes this way, like that. I dropped it. And the little lock washer, then the nut. Before I tighten that up, I'm gonna put this piece back in that goes around these wires and then onto the stud. And then this extra nut goes on here. It's probably not extra. That one you have to reach in and stick it to it. And now put the starter bolt on tight, nut on tight. Like that. So it looks like this wire stays down there underneath the bracket for the battery. Wonder where I put those bolts. Both bolts. apparently I thought it was appropriate to put them in here and then dump them on the floor over there. So these are 4 bolts that look like this. A big washer and a star inside with a 13mm hex on them also. Okay. Okay. I wonder if that would fit in without the battery. I'll move this back a little bit. So the air box goes in with the hole here on the intake tube over there, and this little rubber thing goes into a hole that's over here. I don't know if you can see that. So there's a little hole in this bracket here. So this goes like that, and that goes in there like that, and then there's a screw that goes down here. Wonder where that one is. And one up here also. This goes up here, like that. This goes in the end here, like that. They don't really clip on very well. So there we go. Negative battery. Okay, I think that's a 10mm. Now, according to the previous video, I did not have a battery tie down for this, so hopefully it doesn't ever explode. So let's see if this thing will start.
You remembered to hook up everything. And the battery's not dead?
No, I had charged it before